Yeah. Okay. So my name is Crusher X Revinator. Whatever's on me just shows that I'm human. I'm not some sort of demigod. I'm just an ordinary human. Rebel. So my name is Crusher Rex Revinator after Mother Haters. Wow, this shit is still on me. Rapper, songwriter, content creator. One of the best. One of the best rappers of his time, and this goes to the naysayers, of course. I really lose nothing. I really lose nothing. And I want to do a little freestyle and do a little something, something. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm going to be able to do a little something, something. I don't know, but I want to do a little something, something. Feel me? I got to be able to do a little something, something. You know what I'm saying? You know, I just wanna, I just wanna say that you see, in this world, abo, we tend to get too comfortable. And I'm not saying that comfortability is something that we mustn't afford ourselves. Of course, we have to afford ourselves comfortability, right? Meaning that we're human beings, we're ordinary human beings, we work hard, blah 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 blah. So we have to be comfortable or whatever, right? Or we have to make the lives of our families a bit better, blah 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 blah, right? I do admit all of that is true, but sometimes we tend to want to get too comfortable that us being comfortable is not our true selves. It's not in our true selves in a sense that the ego, what you're supposed to be in control of, the ego, that is to say, the factor that is a part of you that actually guides. Now, you know what? I actually desire this instead of that. Blah 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 blah. I don't really like this. I don't really like that, because that's the ego, right? The ego identifies what is important, what is not important, blah 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 blah. All this shit. So it's really important that as a person, as a human being, as an individual, you have this close observation of how you think, of how you process, of how you go about understanding other people, of how you go about solving problems. Yeah, so even me myself, yeah, when it comes to the current job that I'm doing, since it's like December, blah blah blah, or like holiday season, blah 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 blah, you have to be in the position, to have some good fun times or whatever, or afford what you can afford for yourself in order for you to have at least good holidays, right? So I'm doing this job, and it's actually really hard as fuck. So this job is actually peeling through me. You understand? It's peeling through the layers that I chose to suppress. The fact that I do get ticked off when I'm encountering something hard. And if I get ticked off when I'm encountering something hard, what the fuck does that say? What does that really say about me? What does that really say about the individual? Not even Crusher X, but what does that even say about Bindu? You understand? Because even the current job that I have now, whew, it's pushing me to my limits, dog. And it's pushing me to my limits simply because it's something that I don't actually do, or like I'm not really used to it. Because even my guy, well, the one who actually plugged me when it comes to this particular job, he's um he's a very strong man. That's what I want to say. He's a very strong man. He's a very brave man. Very fearless man. He knows his shit. He knows his story. He's been through a lot. So there's really nothing that will make him sell himself short. That's what I like about this particular man that I work with currently when it comes to this job, Ebo. Of course, related to field work. So, what? Maria. How are you, Maria? How are you doing? If you are a human being, it's nice meeting you too, Maria. And if you're not a human being, it's not a bug, dog, about just hide you, because you're probably not a human being. That I have to hide you. I guess that I have to hide. Bye bye. Oh man, bro. Malum, kurang niyo to wethu banyana ngento ngeno ngade. Ngisala vele sengifuthumetela ukudla vele simtha. So this job that I currently have now, hey wow, feeling through layers, dog. It's it's making me realize that um it's making me realize that as far as fortifying yourself enough, when it comes to how strong you are, physically, mentally, fortifying yourself, and how strong you are. Excuse me. Excuse me. You see, I'm sneezing because the job is hard. It is actually hard, bro. Believe me, I'm putting myself to my limits, bro, my physical limits, and I know that people would sort of think that doing certain jobs is pushing yourself to the limit enough, but dog, certain jobs are literally just you pushing yourself to the limit. I'm told certain things are just that. certain things certain things are without cap, pushing yourself to the limit. And you may think that you having your office job and typing on computer and sitting looking at your computer all day will actually complete, you know, your mind and your thinking and your physicality. Because in as much as we have to make money, we have to be in the position to improve our physicality. Matthew resides or something. Yeah, how you doing, Matthew? My name is Crusher Reverend Hater, after Mother Haters, rapper, songwriter, content creator, one of the best of his time. Uh, Coming back from work, I'm coming back from a part-time job, basically, because this is just part-time. It's not like I'm really permanent. So I'm coming back from my part-time job, if I may refer to it as that. Okay. So, and it's really hard. It's really hard, dog, because it's like yard work, so it's like working in the yard, Sebastian, how you doing? Sebastian Nutley, if I'm not mistaken, or Nutley. How you doing? Uh, Sebastian Nutley. Nah, dog, I don't have to talk like in a high pitched voice, young ton. I don't have to do that. Talking in a high pitched voice is for girls. It's for women. Only women talk in high pitched voices. You understand what I'm saying? But real niggas, real homies, they always keep their voices low because, like, I have no reason to be shouting and screaming. You understand? I really have no reason. Antoine, I literally, I literally have no reason. Yeah, and my fridge, I keep my fridge minimal for a reason. Antoine, I don't really like my shit stuffy. Yeah, but I like keeping my shit minimal. Some of you guys wouldn't understand, anyways. So there's no need for me to scream and shout because I'm a dude. I'm a guy. I'm a man. I'm supposed to exude calmness. I'm supposed to exude being calm. Being in a position of just being calm, dog. Just chilling the fuck out because I really have nothing to be worked up over or something that could, at this point in time, make me wanna be angry or cope because I'm starting to actually slowly but surely come out of that, that coping mechanism. Going into the next year, no more coping, dog. Most things going into the next year, Vel, I'm canceling them. And if I have to find myself alone next year, it's actually fun. As long as I guarantee that I'm in a better financial position. That's the truth. That's how I really feel about this life shit. That's how I really feel about being social. That's how I really feel about friendship and fucking relationships, right? Next year, if I'm supposed to just fucking eradicate something, like as in like eradicate it, annihilate it, take it out, phase it out, that's exactly what the fuck I'm doing. And if I'm gonna step on a couple of people's toes without having stepped on them, it's fine. Let's go, bro. Let's go. I've been ready, dog. I've been ready. I've been ready ever since I was a kid. I've been ready ever since I was 10. I've been ready ever since I was 15. Because, in as much as I never wanted to do the social media shit, I was made for this shit. You know, even in as much as it may sound like, yeah, this nigga, this guy, let's get him way too ahead of himself, blah, blah, blah. I was made for this shit, dog. And at first, it was something that I didn't accept, you know, and I didn't accept it because I was simply under, you know, a complex of having to impress my fucking family, impress my fucking friends, impress my fucking society, you know, with everything that I do, you know, with everything that I say, with how I talk, with how I walk, you know how it is in society, dog. You have to walk a certain way that we do, because it's like a thing in society, blah, 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 blah. You have to talk how we talk, because it's a thing in society. All that bullshit that I totally never went with in the first fucking place. I'm done. Because if I may just share something, and as I'm talking like this, there are people in my hood, because I'm from South Africa, city of Mbombela, Kapokweni. I'm from South Africa, city of Mbombela, Kapokweni. You feel me? Now straight. I'm told Mpumalanga, you feel me? So there are things that happen in my locality that, you know, certain people may think that I'm not aware of this shit, but they be looking at me and they be pointing fingers at me and they be making all these funny ass gestures and shit, thinking that it's really gonna be conducive for them and thinking that it's gonna be beneficial for them. Let me tell you something, dog. It's never gonna be beneficial for you, dog. If you wanna be like pointing at people, look at him. Just keep it moving, dog. Keep it moving, because it's not people really are gonna fucking eat you like that for real. I'm telling. Like, one thing is for sure about, if you're not gonna add on to a person's life, or if you're not gonna be, you know, a factor in a person's life that makes a person want to live a better life, then you better get the fuck out of that person's life. It's really simple. It's straightforward, dog. And it doesn't matter if you are rich, your family is rich. It doesn't fucking matter, dog, because it's money. It's money, dog. You've you know, when you DIE, you leave that shit here. It's not like you're gonna DIE and take that shit with you. That's just fallacy. That's fantasy. It's something that's not there. It's something that has never been there. So to some of you who are fantasizing, just shut up, dog. Shut up. If you're praising money over lives, over actual human lives, just shut up. Don't talk to me. Straight talk. I want. So I wanna play. I wanna play a song. I wanna play a song that I'm gonna be selling. I'm gonna play a song that I'm gonna be selling for $1, right? And if you're really, 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 really messing with it, don't be hesitating. Don't hesitate to give me, you know, to shout me out in the comments. You know, maybe saying or indicating if you're okay, you know, with the song, and if you'd like it to be available soon. And if you'd like it to be available soon, I'm gonna provide it. Obviously, let me just play the damn song. Hold on. Hold on, I'm coming. Hold on, I'm coming, okay? I'm sweating. I'm sweating. Okay, so this is the song, right? I'm gonna be selling it for $1. I I'm doing it actively, the masterly, the genetical master breed. I pray they won't capture me like a cat to lead. The predator saying it passionately. The egg in the lay when I pass the weed. They flow when the gas is sleep. They gotta go grasp the breed cause the lacking steam. The oxygen lacks. How about I show you the skill that I have is impressive. The lesser the pen is advanced on the pad is inadequate effort. I'm blessed with the cast of it vast is the bathroom and pleasure. Devin was natural, whatever. He kinda connect. I'm an ethical lesson to sever. Then get it dissected to sever. Put in the sky cause the pressure gonna make me the stepper. And you glamour, big steppers, with crackers. Put a crop up on repeat never. I'm ill better, it's deader, whisper bladder. Hope that's up cause it matter. Really is the food for thought intense. I don't depend on more this mess. I'm over again, the molding text and hope it blends. But when we confused, no chance is ever given when it comes to how I do. I end up sitting in the theater. Wrong creep, man, I'm very pussy. Again, I'm meaning nothing. Then question that for 4 to 5 is in the nah, the team, again, I'm in the villain. He's in question that no
I feel is bad, I'm feeling with feelings right now. Yeah.
Morning the cash for me, bitch, that bitch the one in my back to bleed. I ran like an athlete, like Jupiter, the sleeve. I penetrate the sleeve. I penetrate Jupiter.
Okay, so here's the business, Anton. And the song that I just played for you, or the song, if you heard it, but let me just play it for you, for reiteration. So I'm gonna be selling the song for $1, right? I'm gonna basically use maybe Ko-Fi, I don't know, Ko-Fi, Bandcamp, but I'm still gonna decide, Anton. I'm still gonna weigh my options. But then
I'm on in the cash for me, bitch, that is the one in my back to bleed. I ran like an athlete, like you build a penetrate the sleeve. I penetrate the sleeve. I penetrate the sleeve. I penetrate the sleeve, like you build a penetrate the sleeve. I'm doing it actively, let me smash the lead, the genetical master breed. I pray they won't capture me like a cat to lead. The predator saying it passionately. The egg in the lay when I pass the weed. The flow when the gas is sleep. They gotta go grasp the bigger the lacking steam. The oxygen lack. How about I show you the skill that I have is impressive. The less of the pet is a lesson. The pet is inadequate accurate. I'm blessed with the cat. The bit fast is the back from a pleasure. Devil was natural, whatever. He kinda connect. I'm an ethic. I'm slashing the sever. Then get it, the sector, the sever. Put in the sky, cause the pressure gonna make me the stepper. Then you glamour, big steppers, sweet crackers. Put a cup up on repeat, never. I'm ill better, it's deader, we splatter. Hope that's up cause I eat madder. Build the structure, V is carbon plans. Really is the food for thought intense. I don't depend the more this mess. I'm over again, the molding text and hope he blends.
You ain't stopping anything, I'm doing it right in front of your face. I know you hate, insecure, but I did these useless things that are not helping change anything. Reading your teeth, touching your fist, hoping that I don't realize that in me is where I'm supposed to invest. Take a nap, take a rest, you better relax. Cause when it comes to them checks, I'm in. Who might be me? Impelele futi. Uno ya lo sangre skip. All your haters, just want me confused. No chances ever given when it comes to how I do it and how I end up feeling the deed. Want me creep, man, I'm feeling cautious. My girl, I'm meaning at the youth, feeling cautious. 12:45, it's in the night. Good team, my girl, I'm feeling cautious. No, I feel it's bad, I'm feeling bad. Yeah.
I'm wanting the cash for me, bitch, that is the one in my back to bleed. I ran like an athlete, like she better penetrate the sleeve. I penetrate the sleeve. I penetrate the sleeve. I penetrate the sleeve, like she better penetrate the sleeve.
okay, time is not on my side. Next song. So this song is called Facelift. It's by a producer, a great producer that I worked with by the name of MFS. I'm Crusher Rex Revinator, of course. I cannot trust anyone. I've been afraid of the scene, shooting it up like a beam. I've been able to see what I deserve or not. I do not care if a bitch really got it or if she be popping that thing. I know she gon' fly. There's the bitches that slow themselves. Damn, I fuck with myself. Man, I ain't never felt. It's sweet coming out of my shell. Tackle a nigga like I'm in the NFL. In a few years, I will prevail. Up here with the scale. These niggas can't even balance my weight. What I do is such a wonderful race. Make it come together again and again. I don't believe the way I'm expected. My only thoughts are the things that I see myself projecting. Wanna get the message out in the open, and I think twice about being unspoken. Man, they want a real taste. This girl's thinking that I'm lame, thinking that I'm doing it basic. You should go and get a facelift. Go jump off the cliff. Can't you hear the song is lit? Do not flex if feeling rich. Can't you hear the song lit? Man, they want a big taste. This girl's thinking that I'm lame, thinking that I'm doing it basic. You should go and get a facelift. Go jump off the cliff. Can't you hear the song lit? Do not flex if you're rich. Can't you hear the song lit? One of a kind, looking inside at times it seems like I'm out of my mind all the time. Rapping this bit, nothing but a comfort. I ain't never letting anybody dictate this. Working the hardest in my head, cause I know why I embody. It goes with the spirit, my mind is always on it. Anybody who getting me to rap for them should be honored. If I want it, I could go for longer. No girly tendencies over here, only real over real. I really don't care about dripping, only stuck in my mission, putting the key in ignition. All those flows I always get spilling. I love reading what I've written, cause it's really not easy making them understand what you see or perceiving. Yo. Yo. Alright. It's time to get to work. It's time to get to work, baby. Ain't no time for that. Ain't no time for that, no cap. Feel me? Yeah, either way, I ain't holding no grudges, man. Whatever the fuck happened, whatever the fuck goes, goes, you feel me? Ain't none of that grudge shit. I came back from the fields. And now y'all motherfuckers really know how I feel. Damn. I done went to the fields and I worked. And I chopped the damn trees and I felt like giving in. But I just had to be reminding myself what I really am living for. Even if they be scrolling and be calling me a fucking bore, they're gonna have to be acknowledging the potential, because I am the one who's gonna be responsible for creating a new sky from scratch. Everybody gonna be listening to this shit that I'm bringing, because none of these rappers, even if they dream, are ever gonna be ever living up to any expectation that I'm gonna be setting. That's the reality of this shit. I'm not even trying to be optimistic about how I'm sounding, because I am the best. Either way, you're gonna have to be acknowledging it when it comes to how I'm spitting it or how I'm rapping, because I am quick. I can do anything that you want me to do. I can even be as soft as I have to be, but I gotta be acting like I'm dumb, because I want be some pussy, because I want something that's fleeting. That pleasure is never gonna be benefiting me with anything. I don't really wanna be some of these motherfuckers who be lying about the life that they be having when they ain't even got it like that. Goddamn, I'm spitting facts and I'm gonna be somebody who be invoking some emotion from the pussy ass niggas. They gonna be coming in, they gonna be hanging, they gonna be calling me a druggie. I don't really give a fuck, because I bet they don't even have a skill when it comes to how I'm doing it. They can never be comparing to this to me. I have to be reiterating it again and again, because these fucks are probably watching right now, and I bet that they're gonna fucking comment and say some shit that's really snarky, because all of these people here are from countries that are very developed. I am well aware, and I am not as developed where I be living or where I be residing or coming from. But it doesn't have to be something that makes me really sad, because I know that when it comes to this rapping thing, I be on my most proper form. All of these motherfuckers wanna be listening to me, and they wanna be pretending because they torn. Don't come here with your emotional, dysfunctional mindset. Goddamn. Okay. Nah, man, I ain't catching no feelings, I'm telling you. The only thing that I want to be is truly the best rapper, one of the best rappers of his time. Not only just because I tell that or elude myself to that, but because I'm actually trying to push my mind to the limit, because it's not like I'm really writing anything right now as we speak. I'm just fucking rapping as it goes, and I'm probably gonna make sense about some shit, you know what I mean? And I probably ain't not gonna make some sense, but hey, I don't want to be disrespecting anybody about anything. One thing that you gonna be understanding about me is I am as authentic as they come, and you gonna have to be accepting it. Whether I have a fancy setup or not, it doesn't make a difference, because I got it, nigga. All of the charisma that you gonna be thinking of or surmising about in terms of who I could be. The only difference is, unlike these bitch ass niggas, I don't be buying a life and pretending that I'm living a way that I'm not supposed to even be living in the first place. Damn, in order to be proving what I'm saying right now, I'm gonna be doing a stream, and it's gonna be probably featuring my mommy, my mama. I know that I'm 27 and I probably shouldn't even be mentioning her, right? But it just shows that I have sanity in me. I have a spirit that is very much communicating with my mind and my soul, and I still got all of me intact, and that's why I'm really bold. Yeah, I'm rapping right now, that's what I'm really doing, and I'm illustrating, I'm trying to be expressing myself, and this is art. Yeah, you ain't gotta be catching any feelings. I certainly am not catching any feelings because I wanna be starting over. I no longer wanna be coping about anything because that shit is self-sabotaging and it has ruining a whole lot of plans that come together. You just have a tendency of doubting yourself, man. I tend to get that feeling whereby I feel like all of the things that I'm trying to be implementing are not even working. It's a really tough pain to deal with. Goddamn, yeah, it is the best of the best. Hitting bars and smacking it where it's really supposed to smack. Yeah, I'm black, man. I'm not trying to be, eluding anybody or convincing people to be converting, even if they are of a particular originality. Yeah, I don't look like I'm not anybody. I don't look like I'm not anybody either way because I'm me. I ain't trying to be the doppelganger of anybody. Goddamn, I am the man. I feel it myself. Yeah, I got the damn. Because I'm flowing and it's endless. Nobody ever gonna be coming out alive, man. They're gonna be feeling like they choking and they drinking all that water. Not drinking as in swallowing the water by mistake. That's what I mean to be saying. You know what I'm saying? As I set the record straight. Because it's about records, baby. Whether someone's pressing the like button or not, it's the difference. But either way, if you're liking these, give me that fucking like button, baby. Let's do it. Hey. I can do anything I can be. Anybody that I wanna be. I can do anything I can be. Anybody that I wanna fucking be. Nobody gonna be in the position to be controlling the trajectory of where I'm supposed to be going. Goddamn, I'm so obsessed. I am the one who be rushing towards correcting some things that are really redundant. I guess that I'm the big brother at that. In fact, I don't really be hesitating to get my shit messy because I gotta be defending what's really right at that. I don't wanna be coming up on here sounding like I'm fucking bragging. I do what I do and I live what I live and I live how I live. Guess what? If you are in South Africa tomorrow morning, I'm gonna be going out to the fields and I'm gonna be working hard for my shit because I don't need anybody to be doing me any favors and owing me something in return and me owing them. That is not supposed to be the prerequisite, and anything that is not even giving is not what I'm supposed to be receiving. Anything that's given is not what I'm supposed to be receiving. I don't rap to be coping. I rap to be rewiring my mind because I believe that I have what it takes to be reaching and going way beyond all of these rapping things and chicks that these niggas be posing. It doesn't really sound like it's really coherent. I just thought that I should be mentioning it because if I were to get in the studio with all of these niggas, it would be something that is just ending. They're gonna have to be keeping up with me because even if I be using certain words as filters, I'm not as repetitive as most of these fucks who come prepared to these radio stations claiming that they are engineers when in actuality they be needing some time to be preparing some shitty script. Yeah, I really said it up. Damn, I guess that I'm the professor when it comes to this shit. They should be hiring me and making all of their references towards all of the shit that I'm teaching because these niggas really ain't gonna be knowing anything and reaching where I am because it's really hard. It's the hardest. Ooh, okay. Okay, my name is Pendulum Kabela, Crusher Rex, Revinator, F the mother haters. If you really liking what I'm fucking spitting, hit me with that like button, hit me with that subscribe button. Make sure that you share the profile, you know what I'm saying? Cause I'm all hip hop, I'm all fucking rap. If you like this shit, you like it. If you don't like this shit, you fucking exit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm a bad motherfucker. Yeah, I have this tendency of just being so passive. I don't really wanna be thinking about who I'm impressing. Anybody who isn't as beneficial to the cause and the vision that I'm having is somebody who's rendered really trashy, meaning that I wouldn't hesitate to be tossing. Yeah, I'm gonna be putting some shit aside that is really not gonna make any difference to all of the progress that I'm likely to get to. All of these guys out here, they want me to be ending up in a position of catastrophe and self-harm. Nah, that's not gonna be the ending. Let me spoil it. All of your expectations, all of what you are thinking about me doesn't really make a fucking difference. You probably live in a fucking apartment. You probably live in apartments, but it's not gonna be any questioning when it comes to how I'm gonna be looking at you in the eyes, and you're gonna be contradicting everything that you are instating, meaning all of those friends that you have on your side are gonna be looking at you and realizing that you're nothing but a fucking fag who just acts like he knows the facts when you ain't all of that. Doing shit to cope, my bruh. Don't be denying it. You wanna be referring to this and that in order to be making it look like you got some bars when you ain't even about them bars, man. Yeah, you ain't never gonna be ever as you ain't never gonna be. You're never gonna be as accurate as I be. Cause even if I be making a mistake, I be picking it back up. Even if it's ugly and if it's something that you can't bear listening to, you're gonna have to be listening to it. Yeah, because I am the one who is meant to get into your mental and probably make some shifts. What you thinking, my boy? You think that I'm not a genius? All of these things that all of these people be concluding upon are not even relevant to begin with, because they don't even have any evidence to make any substance out of all of the things that they coming up with, or probably guessing. All these motherfuckers are not about what's plausible. Man, I don't mean to sound like I'm jesting, but I wouldn't hesitate to be going head to head with anybody who's testing. That is to say, in a form of physicality or spirituality, we could go at it. And I'm not even gonna be thinking twice about what could go wrong. I don't mind to scrape myself a little bit in order to be proving some points. Yeah, I gotta be making these points because they gotta be as accurate as my mind, because it has to be as sharp when I be delivering all of these bars. All of these people hating, and they really probably betting that I give in and no longer do this shit. But no. Yeah, anyways, no grudge is held. No grudge is held. This is just a freestyle. This is just the illustration. It's just a test. And to some of you who wanna take it personal, be my guest. But if you really, 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 if and it's not, we don't force any. If you feel like you don't enjoy this shit, just listening it, and I'm gonna be direct, If you're not enjoying my shit, exit. But one thing is for sure, Laga Crusher Rex, here, when it comes to Crusher Rex, the channel, YouTube channel, we're a family, here who actually love the culture of hip hop, the culture of rapping, the culture of freestyling, the culture of challenging your mind. However the fuck you got it. Because even me now, I'm not even scripting anything. Some of you people are gonna be like, oh my gosh, she scripted all of this, he spent the whole day. Nah, I didn't script shit. It's all just random, it's a show of mental fortitude, a show of mental power. Freestyling, So to some of you guys who are dissing hip hop, well, hip hop is at the bottom. Think again, dog. As long as people like Crusher Rex are here, hip hop will forever be alive, if you want it or not. But anyways, if you really, really fucked with this, give me that like button. Hit me with that subscribe button. Make sure that you click the notification bell in order to be notified of posts that have recently surfaced. So with that being said, I'm gonna see you on the next fucking one. Sasansayo Sevens and Manfetu, I gotta work for the dough. Even if it's little, I have to utilize it because to run this shit. I run this shit by myself. I run this channel by myself. But either way, with that being said, you know what's going on though. Peace out. I'm gonna see you on the next one.